Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets.
Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And away we go from East Rutherford. Calvin Austin on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
There's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready up.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 60 Vikings. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Shotgun now for Milrow. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to get that one to Arian Smith. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
On the ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Bronco 80.
It's a design run for Milrow. A disappointing way to begin this one as he is stopped for no gain, and 3 plays in, Brock, they're already facing 4th down. So 4th down on heads, Braden Mann for the punt. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
At their own 40-yard line.
Ready up.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And yeah, all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back-to-back carries here. Ball's out, he lost it. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Give them around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Mason will try this one up the gut. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
They'll start this one out of the call. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Down behind the line of
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now.
Okay,
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go!
They go right back to Hall. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Buffalo 18!
Here he is on third and short. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! He's at the 30! Gets the 10! He's going to bring this one back. It's a pick six and a Minnesota touchdown.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here comes Austin. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Come on, come on.
They start the drive with Hall. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
To the air, Milrow. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
All set now. First and 10.
Ready, ready. 76.
Here's Milrow to throw. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 42.
First down from the 42.
Here we go, set. Cowboys, punt.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a man right side. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow that it puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Hey, check that.
The Jets take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Has a big strike to Addison. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Locates Jefferson along the sideline. Complete. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-0 lead. J.J. McCarthy to touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Jets, nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Vikings.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Ball takes it straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that.
The old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Cade. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Let's go. 19.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half.
Okay, break.
Well, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. It's a design keeper for Milroe. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's a great field position. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go now. Like this.
Give now to the running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We've got 3rd and 12.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
McCarthy looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. That's being sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 20-zip lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
Jets, nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now a design run. Here's Milrow. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets start to fight back with their first points in this game. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
To the air on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Off the play fake, Milrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. comeback route. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Hall. And he didn't make the pylon. He's out of bounds just short of it. He gets 4 yards on the carry. That's going to leave him just a yard out on second and goal.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He still put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
Let's go.
Play action, McCarthy. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. This is R.E.A. Thomas making the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up fourth down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Take over first and 10 at the Vikings 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Tracking 60. Ready.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not based on what he's doing with the football.
Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They give it to him again. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
for another 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And the defense holds Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in 3rd and short.
He's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half.
Will Riker is lining up for the extra point.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Jets 14.
Here's Riker set to kick this away.
Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Come on, come on.
Milrow with it on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. It's on the top. Ball's out. He lost it. This is scooped up by the Vikings. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
He lofts one deep, center of the field. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Lyman Pace has got it.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Milrow looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
Brings up second
And now it's
10
second down.
at the 40-yard line.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Give on second to Hall. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Third and long for him here. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror.
10 yards.
He'll come up on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the
Going back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
on the tackle.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You've got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up third and 8.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Air it out on third. Running left side by Jefferson. And he's brought down to push into that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead. And here's Mason. Keeps himself upright. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that helps finish a play isn't right and quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, it could be in a touchdown.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Nicole Hardman on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10.
Ready?
They'll go right side with Hall. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple.
Byron Murphy
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
You know,
It's
not a ton
second
of yards,
and
but
8
still showing
at
that
the
commitment to the
29-yard
ground
line.
game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's go now.
From the and they pick him off again. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. And not all all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
He's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Vikings.
Lone back gets the handoff. Give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's second down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Goodson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead.
Jets, 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Hardman with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready up.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Left. Ready.
On first down, here comes Hall. Has a hole left, room to run. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets shrinking the lead some in the third. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
And they pick him off again.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and at least show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
On the return, here's Miles Price. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The tight end in motion now. They'll run here on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuck in a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They turn to Mason on third down. And the run will not get there. They're turned away right near that marker. Now it's fourth down.
Taken down line with Kobe Dean.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Pistol now for Milrow. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A gain of 26 yards there. And it's good for a New York first down. We reach the end of 3 in our week 1 opener. It's Jets football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. First and 10 now from the 46.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Milrow from the gun. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throw here from Milrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10. Milrow to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And they bring him down around the 34. Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Milrow throwing on third down. Going deep here for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on him. Now can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Target to Moore. And that's a New York touchdown. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Mariota. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota in the formation. It's first and 10. From the gun, Neeson. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
first down. It's Mason. Got some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 into enemy territory.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Hand off on second and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say the football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down, they can be difference makers too.
Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings stretch the lead to 23. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Checks it down the hole. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Now Mariota. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down from the gun. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets putting up points in a game decided.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Jets lining up for another 2-point attempt. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Mason gets it from the gun. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Here he is on third and short. That's caught. This is Addison. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First and 10 now from the 46.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Minnesota.
Mason will try this one up the gut. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit them right in the mouth.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. He's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They send a man in motion. 4th down, they're going to throw for it. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
That's completed right side. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. And he gets in, touchdown! The Jets can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. The give left side to Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The Jets take their first time out. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. It might see them burn a timeout. Timeout taken. By New York, that's it 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. He's going for it himself. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. As as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He's brought down before the return gets far.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Got it.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10.
Here we go. Set. Claws red. Blue 32. Ready?
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a first and goal.
Faster.
Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is first and goal.
Ready. Pitch. Cut.
He'll look to throw it. Flush down out to his left. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets cut it to just 2 late in the game. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
Back to throw. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Vikings 49, Jets 47.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Here's a design run. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.